I think Oktoberfest is going on. Like,
not until October.
Coming up.
Yeah. Is it actually in October, though, or is that just a coincidence?
I think it's in October.
I think that's why they call it that.
Is it?
I thought it might have been another word or something like that.
They spell it differently.
Yeah.
Well, they spell it the German way with a K.
Oh, shut up. Okay, we ready?
All right, let's do it.
Now I want to watch Beer Fest now.
Shut up. Movie sucks.
You suck.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the CoGPod. This is episode 50.
Schwifty.
50.
55.
And I have
Yeah,
Luke and Nick
that's coming
today. Grim is out like a loser.
I killed him.
Lucanica.
Whoa. As long as he's
Somebody
here
used
for
to-
the anniversary one, then.
Somebody used to call me that in culinary school.
Call you what?
Lucanica. I think it was a grape or something. I don't remember. Or bread. It was something culinary related. I should probably know. But
You
Getting out of
probably-
practice
Somebody,
now here.
I am. Yeah, it was Chris. It was this guy Chris. He always had weird names for everybody. Chris Mitchell.
Okay.
I got to bring up a point of business before we continue.
Oh.
Yes.
You can't say a beloved movie sucks right before you do the countdown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beer
that's
Fest.
no good. That's no good. I'm
Can't.
calling it on it right now.
Okay,
Beer Fest is an
so the
awesome
thing-
movie.
If you're a dude,
If you're a dude.
it's a very dude
It is a dude movie.
That's
You're
like
right.
asking me to have you watch, like, The Notebook and like it.
I like how you
I like The
when you
Notebook
said The
just
Notebook.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't even
Also,
like it.
two out of three
Smart.
people are dudes here.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm allowed to not like Beer Fest. It was pretty specific for dudes.
That is true, but you tried to win a conversation by bringing up the thing that makes us stop talking, and that's not good. Ain't
Beer Fest
happening.
is awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Also, Super Troopers 2 is coming out 4/20 next year.
Oh God, of course
Cannot
it is.
wait for that.
Yeah.
I liked that movie. Okay.
Yeah. I actually like Super Troopers like really, really well. I mean, it was their kind of first big one, right? And then Broken Lizard did really some not great ones. I mean, Club Dread was
Oh, yeah.
pretty bad, but it's fun if you go back and watch it again. And then if you ever watch the Slam and Salmon, that was them also, but it was not Jay directing it. I think Farva actually directed that one.
Oh, really?
Can't remember his real name. Probably should. Anyway, and but Beer Fest I think is better all the way through. Like Super Troopers has a really good first half of the movie, and then it kind of falters off there. But I don't know. Beer Fest just seems more entertaining all the way through.
It's got that travel, foreign culture, adventure feel to it, which I like in every movie.
Yeah, like Eurotrip was classic.
Oh, I love Eurotrip so much.
Scotty
I'm depressed
doesn't know
every
nothing
day that's
about
not
me.
getting a sequel. I'm depressed every
your
day about
foot.
that.
You move your foot. Yeah, they need to. And that was Fred Armisen, like the first time I ever saw him.
Who's
He
that?
was the Fred Armisen.
Oh, yeah,
Armisen?
yeah,
How do you say
yeah.
his name? He's the guy on the train. Miss
Yeah.
Scusi.
Miss
Oh,
Scusi.
from
Scusi.
the Portlandia
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was years before he did all, like Saturday Night Live and stuff too.
That was probably the funniest part of Eurotrip. Was his
Yeah.
thing on the train.
It was all good.
Yeah,
That
I
was the
laughed a lot at
funniest
that. Plus adventure, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, what? What were we even talking about?
It's because you said Beer Fest sucked right before
I
we
know.
started.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Oh God.
Get her, guys.
So shut up. I'm gonna get all these hate mails now. So
It's all right. Everybody knows you have horrible taste in movies. It's fine.
I mean, you're not wrong. So just a couple also points of business. Go to the website cogpod.net. All of the links, all of our contact info, ways to send in your questions or get in touch with us is all there. Our executive producer of this episode for this week is Millie Mozilla.
Millie.
Oh, crap.
Shout out what?
I just remembered I was supposed to do something for them today.
God dang it.
Oops.
Well, maybe when we're done
Love you guys.
recording.
Yeah, I gotta leave right after to do something.
Okay. Dork. And then also shout out for their podcast, The Millionaires Lounge, because they're doing the ladies' night version, which was me and Glitter and her friend Natara doing a girls only podcast, and we actually nailed it pretty good. So
Millionaires.
that should be. That's what I said.
Millionaires.
It's millionaires
Yeah.
because it's
Super
milli.
searchable.
Yes.
I know it always corrects it, and I have to be like, no, I really meant
Damn it,
with a
Millie.
Y.
Gotta be too
But
clever, man.
You know what? That's fine because when we first started for probably the first 4 months, it would not let you
Yeah.
search Google for
No.
CoGPod.
It
It would change it every time, but now we dominate that, so we're fine.
That's right. That's right.
right.
But
Well,
he
because
got
theirs isn't called the Yog Pod.
no,
anymore.
it's not. It's called Triforce.
The Triforce Pod. Yeah.
But
Anyway.
Millie made us this really cool neon logo that we'll post up on the website that we really
Badass.
like, and we'll put it on the YouTube too for this week. We'll make it. A video
Oh, yeah, we'll
on
do that.
YouTube.
Good idea.
That'll be a good way to do it. So I guess that's all the businessy stuff. Did anybody do anything super cool this week? I literally didn't do anything at all. I barely did anything. Luke was gone all week again.
Again.
So
I'll be all next week again.
and then the week after.
Well,
again.
maybe not the fourth week because the hurricane may have
You're
displaced
having an
some of our-
affair.
Yeah, that's it.
Just kidding.
With his job.
Ugh,
Stupid job.
stupid. But yeah, I traveled a lot, but I played Destiny 2 quite a bit.
Played a little disc golf, the normal stuff.
Yeah, a couple rounds of disc golf here and there, but mainly just D2.
I
it's
had a
been
question for you, Nick. Off topic. What are you going to be for Halloween this year?
I am making my own original serial killer mask.
Well, no, I knew you were making a mask. I just didn't know if it was part of your costume.
Yes, yeah.
It is. Okay. That's what I thought.
good. Yeah.
Are you going to post that so we can see pictures of it when you finish?
Yeah, I'm taking progress shots of it.
Oh, cool.
So you'll be
What
able to see
stage are
video
you
of the
on?
whole. Well, I've made the cast, and I'm going to
Plaster
be.
cast of your face.
Yep. Minimal hair pullage.
Well, I literally was going to ask you that.
Did you have to
Yeah.
Vaseline your hair?
Yes, and that is miserable.
Well, yeah, because then trying to wash the Vaseline out.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Gross.
that's so rough.
There is a trick. I did a lot of research on it because if you're smart and you live in a place where you can actually get things, you would use cholesterol conditioner instead of Vaseline because that washes out, right? I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not.
No,
I
never
haven't heard of it.
No.
Yeah, there's like one brand and it's only sold in the US, so you guys could do this a lot easier than I can. But if you have to use Vaseline, you can get cornstarch afterwards and rub it into your beard, and it will bind to the oil. Then you comb it out, and then it's almost all gone, and you can just hot water wash the rest out. So
Pro tips.
Nice.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm sort of doing it tutorial style. I had some help with the first part, so we'll see how it turns out at the end.
Your friend who does them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That'd be cool on your YouTube.
Yes.
See
Very
that.
cool.
yeah. I'm worried that I'm gonna get less viewers if I start posting things. Like I get more subs when I'm not posting than when I do. So.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
You're
weird like
crazy.
So you got your spirit gum and all that stuff that you're going to be using?
I haven't got the spirit gum, but that's like a last step thing, so I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, that's what's
Without
been going
spoilers, what's it going to look like kind of in general?
on. Hard to say yet because I'm not at the stage where I'm shaping it with clay on the cast yet or on the mold.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of something with a lot of like cuts, like scarification cuts that are like, counting on the face, like bleeding cuts and
that's a
stuff
good
like
idea.
that. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, we'll see what comes out of it.
Nice.
That'd be a cool idea. For Halloween this year, I'm going to be asleep
Oh, what's asleep?
Asleep?
because we don't have any plans.
Oh, come on! You guys live in a place where there's
No,
so much going on.
I know, but every
Apartment
year,
living.
every year we make plans shit goes wrong, so I'm not going to bother this year.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till I have a house next year and then do it.
Yeah.
You guys want to answer some questions?
I guess.
We're going to answer a few questions, and then all of us saw it, and we're all going to talk about
We did see it.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to fill in for Grim. Ask me if I want to do questions.
Do you want to do questions?
No.
Wait, you didn't do the raptor sound.
Oh man!
My God, I
did
can't
you not
do it.
hear him try to do the raptor sound?
can't
it's
do
not
it
good.
either.
Should I do it just so people can laugh at it?
Yeah,
Did
just
I
try.
This.
Yeah.
Go back
Lean
and listen to
back a
how
little.
Grim does it, but
Lean back
I
a little.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Not even close.
I know
It's
it's
more
not.
like-
I don't think he does it with
He's
his
like
vocal cords.
No, yeah, he
even.
does. He's like, "Ah," but I
Okay,
can't
that's
do
better.
it either.
That's better than mine.
Oh my God, you guys!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go.
All right.
First question is from Madeira.
Madeira like the wine?
Is that how you spell it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I've listened to your
Hey, that's
pod.
the best way to make chicken, by the way. Fuck chicken marsala, do chicken Madeira.
Agreed. Google it.
I'll show you how.
Okay. So Madeira says, I've listened to your podcast a lot, and I agree with you on almost everything. But what would you
But
say
what?
is
Oh.
something you like or believe, but almost nobody agrees with you on? I just said it, that Beer Fest is terrible. What are you also secondary? What are you not very good at? Most things.
Okay, so what do we...
What do you believe or think that most people disagree with?
Something you like or believe, but almost nobody agrees with you on. I think the earth is flat.
Shut up, Luke. You're just gonna trigger Nick.
Motherfucker. I would flip this desk over if it weren't so goddamn expensive.
Apparently, I think that my pinky's in the wrong spot
Oh
from
my
cell
God.
phone use.
On the record, do not agree.
So basically, Amanda believes in like fake ailments on the internet. Is what
I
it
just
is.
Instant
believed that one 'cause-
evolution.
No, I don't know why I was like, oh shit, my pinky is further out than it's supposed to be.
Do you have cell phone pinky? Oh my God, I do.
I thought that Facebook got me on that.
Oh no, cancer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's like WebMD.
Yes.
What else do I believe? I think that, well, I don't know that most people would disagree, but white wine gives me a headache instead of red wine that gives most people a headache. That's like a weird thing about me. That's not really a belief, though.
That's really random that you brought that up.
Well, you were talking about Madeira. It's wine.
Sure.
So
It's fortified wine.
Yeah. It's not that random.
It's good. It's nutty a little bit.
Gross.
It's rich.
What about you? Anything?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Can you give us any answers?
I don't know.
Nick, while he's thinking, anything pop into your mind?
I think that people don't have to die. They only do it because they think they have to.
That would be interesting. I wish that was true because then I would live forever.
You're right.
It
I think
is
almost
true.
nobody agrees with you about
I know. Oh, I got another one too. That
What?
if your heart is weak, you should eat hearts.
Your whole conversation you had last week about eating hearts. I was like,
Oh
what
yeah,
the
I forgot
Oh
we talked
my
about that
God.
already. They're
So
delicious. They
random
really are.
conversations.
Yeah.
If you've never
The
tried
part-
it, I recommend it.
And I haven't.
I like liver, like chicken livers.
Your liver's
people
probably
don't.
strong.
Livers and gizzards.
Yeah, they're really good.
Your gizzard's probably pretty good too.
Are
What-
you talking?
what is
are
a
you talking about me
gizzard?
specifically?
A gizzard is a.
Do
is
we have a
something
gizzard?
No,
I
we don't.
thought. Okay, so what happened was I thought the gizzard was like the throat of the animal.
No. It's like a grinding organ for
Oh.
that they like when chickens eat pebbles and stuff.
Well, and
it
then the
goes
other
into
thing
the
I got
gizzard,
wrong.
And then when they eat the grain, it's like it grinds it up. It's
I
like
also thought that
it's a really dirty organ.
I thought that your gullet was your stomach.
No, you see, you got them backwards. Your gullet's your throat.
I'm just never right about anything, so that's
So yeah,
that's an easy question for me.
yeah. So what are you not very good at? Is the other half of that question.
I'm not very good. I'm not very good at being alone.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not good at it. I'm just so bad. I get super depressed, and I think that nobody loves me, and I think that I have no friends. Like, pretty bad.
Oh, and there's a kitten
There's
here.
a kitten to
All these
console me.
scenarios you
Come
just
here.
list are things like if I think that way, I'm like, oh, thank God, so much a relief.
Yep.
People are taxing, like,
Yeah.
you know,
No.
when we have to frig around with our schedules, or, you know, it's hard to get a project done. The reason is people.
You're right. Yeah.
Like,
I want people all the time.
I know. It goes way, way back to our, like, you always want an entourage around, and we don't. And
yeah.
it's just different strokes for different folks.
Once I get better internet in the deep woods, I'm all on it.
What are you not good at, Nick?
Yeah.
Man, it's a big list. Colors, not so good at that.
Oh, dang, Nick. And if that was the case, then I'm not very good at having a penis, because that's just how you're born.
Well,
you're born colorblind.
you're probably
That's
not good
the
at that.
Probably not.
Or you could be
We'll go into that a little bit
pro
later.
penis user. You don't know it yet. But
You just don't have the experience.
you got a different perspective on using it than we do.
Yeah. Actually, you'd probably
okay.
be better at it than we would. Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. Wow, that's really off the rails.
I have a good follow-up question when you guys are done with
Okay,
this.
great.
I had a real answer to this. I lost it
Did
somewhere
you?
in the penis talk.
Sorry.
I'm not good at, like, I'm good with software on a computer, but the innards of a computer, I'm not good at. Every time
Really?
the side comes off my computer, I start to sweat.
Dude, that is when I'm in my element. The hardware stuff is so much. It makes so much more sense to me than software and networking and stuff like that. Definitely hardware.
I'm not good at eating spicy food. It's random.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I can't do it.
I'm not good at.
I had one bite, like the smallest bite ever of jalapeno coleslaw, and literally choked to death in the movie theater. Like I
She's
was
dead.
coughing.
You
I
literally-
almost died.
Literally, she's dead now.
oh, I'm sorry
Almost
to hear
died.
that. I'm
Yep.
sorry for your loss,
I
Luke.
know. Thank you.
Jesus Christ. What about you?
I'm not good at digesting dairy.
Oh, so that's just a phys- you're not listing real things.
I'm not good at being bad at stuff. I'm just too awesome.
I like
Here's a
that
better
answer.
question. Let me.
No, I really
I have a good follow-up question.
Okay.
Just switch it around.
at not raging at PvP.
Okay,
I'm not good at
that's
that.
true.
There you go.
Everybody knows that about you, just like everybody knows I like tacos. So
Salty.
here's a way to flip it. So name some random talents that you do have. Like for me, I can parallel park like nobody's business.
I know
Like,
how
just whoop,
another
whoop,
thing
whoop,
for
just whip it in.
the previous question that I could have answered. I cannot do that.
What do you like strangely good at, Nick?
Strangely good at,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like just out of the blue, oddly good
know.
at it.
like programming things, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
that
oddly good at
took some
shuffleboard.
Which one?
The hand
The hand-
version.
okay.
Not a real.
Table
I've never
shuffleboard.
played real shuffleboard, but the bar.
The
version.
bar version.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
Being manipulative, does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm pretty good at that. I mean, I'm not good at that.
Getting getting hobos to kill themselves.
Whoa.
What?
You just like channeled me for a second there.
Yeah. I thought that's what you were going. Where are you going with that? You know, it's
No,
manipulative.
I'm trying to shake
I
it
don't
up
know.
a bit.
What are you oddly good at, Luke?
I don't know. I just kind of pick everything up naturally. I'm not like amazing at stuff, but I've always been
Pretty
Like,
good at most
good
things.
to above average at almost everything I've tried. There's very few things that I've tried that I'm like, oh, I'm real bad at it. Unless like physical stuff sometimes.
I'm
Shooting.
real
Because I'm
bad.
just out of shape. No, I'm good at shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I'm surprisingly good at.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Just like targets and stuff though, so.
Right. Not like people running away.
No.
I'm surprisingly bad at exercise.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Like running or anything that has to keep, physical activity.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
not,
do
I'm
it.
definitely
I'm-
not good at that.
I'm not about that life.
So even when it comes to like sports and stuff, I'm competent. I'm able to pick it up and I'm coordinated enough to where I can pretty much do anything enough that you wouldn't you'd pick me probably third or fourth for your team based on.
But you're not the last kid.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not the first pick, obviously, but I'm definitely not in the lower tier either. So,
Okay.
Jack of all trades style.
All right. Next question. This is from Kelly. Kelly says, imagine you got famous.
Do you think this is a boy or a girl, Kelly?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Probably a girl.
All Kellys are girls.
Most.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go boy. I'm just
Okay.
gonna say it.
Is it because of the rest of the statement?
No,
what
I'm just
three
saying.
people? If you get famous, what 3 people would you be hanging with in the club?
That's probably a girl then. Yeah.
No. If you say in the club, that's a boy that says that. Girls don't say stuff.
Girls
Say
don't say
the
that?
club or the
No,
club?
just-
what do they call a club? What's girlanese for club?
no.
Girlanese.
So if a girl was asking, they'd be like, what 3 celebrities are in your tribe or in your entourage?
tribe.
Like Taylor Swift's crew, they're called her tribe.
Did you know that, Nick?
No, I did not know that.
That's
Oh,
like her,
see, you got to learn this stuff about your
her
lady.
group of girls. That's her clan.
Well, now that's just mean because if this is a girl, now she's going to like, well, what do you mean?
Well, maybe they specifically want to know if you're going to a club, what 3 famous people do you want to
Well,
go
you can
with?
find
'Cause
me
that's
in the
different.
club.
You can find me in the club with. Here's my answer.
You can
Nina
find me in the
Dobrev.
club.
Let me answer.
Nina
Dobrev.
obviously.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, Conan O'Brien.
Okay.
Because I feel like he's so tall, and then Terry Crews is also a large man. Like, he would get me and little Nina in anywhere. They could just, And then they're both funny.
Yeah.
So me and Nina are cute, and they're funny. We got this. That's my 3.
Okay.
Lucas?
Nick. Oh shit.
You
What?
do that every time. Who's running the show? Do you let me do it?
What 3 people? They don't have to be famous though. It's if you got famous, what 3 people would you be hanging
Yeah,
with?
but why are you bringing some regular ass people to
in
the club when you're famous?
Because you want to bring your friends with you. I'd bring Nick and Graham and Amanda.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I don't like going to the club, though, so I decline.
I know, none of us.
I know,
would.
I'm not
That's
20.
the thing is, I don't go to the club.
I'm
either.
not 21.
We would all go to like a pub somewhere.
I'd go
or,
there.
like a brewery.
I
or
could
something.
do the pub with like the shuffleboard
You
and
can
the darts.
find me in the pub.
Yeah, there you go. In the pub. Nick, who are you taking to the pub?
Well, I would take you guys, too, because that'd be mean if I just answered something different now. But let's
Well, no, what
pretend
about
we...
famous people?
Yeah.
Don't cop out. You,
Famous
well,
people.
no, I'm going to say if we were doing famous people, I would do
yeah.
Taylor Swift,
Of course.
And then her 2 clones.
and then the 2 clones from that music video that she just put. No, I would like to hang out with The Rock. I think he would be cool.
I thought you were going to
that's
say
a
The
good
Rock.
one. That's
He's
a good one.
he seems so nice.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be fun.
And who else would be fun to bring? Wow, that's difficult.
I almost say Keanu Reeves, but I feel like he wouldn't really say anything.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, he just
Maybe
brewed.
Charlie. Maybe Charlie from Always Sunny.
Charlie Day, is that his name?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who else I'd bring. Felicia Day. I like her.
Oh,
yeah. I like
Yeah.
her.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that I don't think they'd all get along, but I like them. So
Well, see, and I tried to consider that, like, with my celebrities. Would
Well,
they
Terry
get
Crews, I
along?
think, would get along with
He gets
anyone.
along.
oh yeah, yeah. Anyone who doesn't like Terry Crews just basically isn't a person. So
Yeah.
That's true. He's the best.
yeah.
Are you going to answer famous people or you're not?
Man.
No? Okay. Next question. People, put your real names. Okay. Rex Stafari is this person's name.
that's kind of
Rex
funny.
Stafari.
Yeah. Rex Stafari.
So, this is the one that's really hard because I don't listen to the radio. What are your top songs this year or this past year? I need a new playlist. No classics, please. Recent only. Like
No Beethoven.
what? Not like Carry On My Wayward Sons. Like no classic rock.
yeah.
Like new music.
Okay. He said last year also, so
God.
your pop stuff, yeah.
Well, none
Well,
of
we
my
know
pop
Nick's going
stuff
to just say
is-
Tay-Tay.
Okay,
so.
let me look at my actual playlist. You guys go first.
No, okay. Oh, what do you got, Nick?
I was going to say I like listening to Kendrick Lamar and also Childish Gambino.
Wow.
Yeah,
That Was not expected.
That was very
No,
unexpected.
I know. I didn't expect to like it either, but I
All
really
right.
do.
That's awesome.
Okay, I have my list up. You ready? This is from Spotify.
Oh, you got a whole list?
I'm just going to name the couple that are like the newer ones.
Right.
Okay.
Daya, Daya. She has a good few songs.
Oh, then what's in a song?
Well, he can look up the songs. Alicia Cara has some good ones, and The Weeknd. A lot of people don't like The Weeknd, but
I like the
It's
one
all
song
right.
by The Weeknd.
It's all right.
I like the one. I like the one with Daft Punk.
Ellie Goulding
I don't like
put out
now
a
they
couple
cut
good
his hair. I
songs.
don't like him anymore.
I don't even know what.
He used
I
to
don't
look
even know
like
what
a
he looks like.
starfish, but now he just looks like a guy.
Well, I
Yeah.
just know he's a motherfucking star boy.
He
Yeah.
is. Sia. Ellie Goulding had a couple good songs.
I like Sia, actually.
Florence and the Machine, but her stuff isn't new.
Nah, I
Zara
don't know.
Larson had
Yeah.
some new good ones.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That are newer from my list because I listen to the same 80 songs.
Yeah, I
over
really
and over
don't
again.
listen to a lot of new stuff. Mostly it's like classic rock.
Who
for
were
me.
you going to
But-
say? You told me
But
today.
yeah, I did Kaleo, or Kaleo,
It's probably
Kaleo,
Kaleo.
and they're from Iceland. Is that
They're
right?
like kind of a rock band, right?
Oh yeah, it's like blues rock. It's like almost. I wouldn't say like Black Keys or
Yeah, it's more like
Okay.
Black
you know that
Keys.
kind of style. The Heavy also, if you're not into them, they're a few years older. But if you played Borderlands 2, the intro theme song to that, the Short Change Hero, that was the Heavy. And then they have that How You Like Me Now song, which is kind of probably their poppiest one. But
Yeah.
they're also kind of blues rocky. But Kaleo has Way Down We Go was the one, and it was filmed, like their video for it was filmed in Reykjavik in a volcano.
Oh,
Nice.
They have like a stage down in a volcano.
That's super cool.
And,
I just saw of another one while you're talking. You know the show Rick and Morty there.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos does a song from that,
Oh really?
and it's
Does it get Schwifty?
no. It's like a really depressing one.
50-50.
Yeah, but that's good too. So Chaos, I'd put.
Okay.
But-
You know, Jermaine did a song on Rick and Morty.
Who?
He did?
Jermaine from Flight of the Conchords.
Oh.
He was I think it was season 2. He was the blob of like extra dimensional material that they freed from the mantis guy that was going to assassinate him.
Is it the Spaceman song?
Yeah, that's
Goodbye,
Jermaine.
that's right.
Spaceman.
Yeah,
Whoops.
yeah, he did the voice for that character and did all the songs. And
Interesting.
I recognized him when he started singing. I'm like, that's Jermaine. What the?
He has a very recognizable
Oh, yeah.
voice.
Very much so.
Okay, so that's good. That's like a good place to start.
See that,
Yeah,
kids? We're
wide
hip,
range,
we're
too.
cool.
Yeah.
We're really not, but that's okay.
Where's my Spotify? What's hot now? I'm gonna just use that.
Global top 40.
Oh God, so old.
It's very skewed for hip hop and R&B.
Kind of, well, because the kids these
That's what the
days-
kids these days are
Yeah.
listening to. Hold on, I got some country too. Hang on.
Oh
And then-
boy.
I came home. Okay, so I went to the eye. This is so random. I went to the eye doctor today, and in the doctor's office, they were playing Shania Twain's greatest hits. So I came home singing like Shania Twain, all super loud while he was playing Destiny.
Yeah,
Wow.
Random.
great.
And I was like, oh man, I really like Shania Twain.
Have you ever heard her new stuff? Apparently, she has new stuff.
Oh wow.
I haven't heard it. I just saw something. That
Yeah, I
she
mean,
had
I know,
something
I know
coming
she
out.
put something out, but I didn't hear any of it.
Yeah, she put something out.
Whoa, whoa.
I'm
Hey,
cool
Shania
with
was
it being a
hot.
mystery.
Yeah,
She was hot.
I mean, she probably still is. huh?
Probably.
You
She
know.
probably aged super well. Like, who was that actress we saw on NCIS the other night that aged beautifully?
Cheryl Ladd.
Cheryl Ladd from Charlie's Angels. She's like 60 something and like disgustingly beautiful.
Also, Ducky is 80 years old, 83. On there.
83.
And he's a spry old fucker.
He doesn't look that old at all. Okay, I'm sorry. NCIS chat. This is making me so
Oh,
old.
we're so old.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna drink
Stop.
this beer.
Next question. This is from Fire Faye. Faye, like F-A-E, like
Yeah,
fairies and stuff. Fairy and
Yeah.
Faye.
Yeah.
Not that I'm going to leave your podcast, but what podcast would you recommend for a total insomniac? And then also, if you want, what ones do you listen to throw your support behind?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a similar question.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Nick first. He listens to
Yeah.
more podcasts than we do, I think.
No
So for
sleep
insomniacs.
podcasts.
But that's for an insomniac?
Sure. It doesn't
well,
matter.
it's just someone
I think
who can't
she's saying, yeah, she's saying something to fill the time because she's
Yeah.
No,
insomniac
no,
and
no.
can't sleep.
I think I took it to mean like, what do you listen to help you sleep? Like the SMR,
Oh.
like ASMR stuff.
Oh.
Ephemeral Rift is one.
Well, maybe
they're not really podcasts, though. I think it was
took
just
that as-
they just want to know what some good podcasts are.
Oh,
yeah, because she's
okay.
an insomniac, she's always up, so she has
Okay,
a lot of time
okay.
to fill to listen to
I
podcasts.
gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm
I
going
read
with
it
the
wrong.
No Sleep podcast, Alice
Okay.
Isn't Dead, the Black Tapes podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There's a theme with Nick's here.
Yeah.
I know, right?
There's another one called Lore that isn't quite so good, but it's becoming a HBO series soon. So
I saw that. I'm so jealous.
Bastards.
I don't know what they'd make our series off of. It would probably be pretty
We are
shitty, to
too
be
scattered.
honest.
We are too scattered to have
Yeah.
anything. Like, we're just random.
I don't
Yeah.
know Kevin Smith's podcast. That's
He's Kevin Smith.
I don't want to. I don't want to say the name of it. I will spell it for you. It's called the NOT space SEE Party podcast.
I got you.
I didn't want to say it because I don't want to
Interesting.
get us flagged for saying that word. But the movie we watched on Session 8 last weekend was about that podcast.
Weird.
Yeah. And he made it. Kevin Smith made the movie.
Kevin Smith got weird.
Yeah,
mean-
the movie was awful. Real bad.
After his Jay and Silent Bob stuff, he just kind of...
So it wasn't about his podcast, but it was his podcast characters, I guess. And it's like a movie about the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass.
Right.
It's basically that. It was called Tusk, where Justin Long gets turned into a walrus
What
by a
is
crazy
happening?
person. Kevin Smith has lost
I
his mind.
think they let their listeners write this.
Yeah, I think so too. It was something. Well, it was based off of Walrus and the Carpenter, which is a real thing.
Right.
It's a poem by Lewis Carroll. Anyway, sorry, way tangent.
Shit got weird.
So, podcasts. I only listen to the Triforce every week, for sure, which is the Yogscast dudes, and Millionaires Lounge, but they've been on break a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Padded Room, I've said before. I'm trying to think of ones that are on my actual list. S-Town was good. Serial was good.
But those are limited.
But they're done. Like, I don't have any more of them to listen to. What about you, Luke?
I listen to a little wide variety. Besides what's already been said, the big ones are Our Fake History, which I've mentioned before, which is super fun. Sebastian Major does an awesome job with that.
And Crucible Radio.
Crucible Radio for Destiny. I don't really listen to any other Destiny podcasts anymore. The Planet Destiny one's pretty good. I do like Bones and Fallout are both on there, and they're good guys. And then a couple disc golf ones still. Disc Golf Answer Man from Dynamic Disc guys, and then Disc Golf Podcast, the Disc Golf Podcast. It's a local, just a couple of guys in California. They've been doing it for like 80 or so episodes now, though.
Yeah.
So
Those are very specific.
yeah, they're really cool guys. But yeah, that's about my main ones. I would say the broadest audience one would probably be Our Fake History, because it's anybody can relate to it, and it's about stuff you've heard of before.
Yeah.
You know, like this week's was he does them every 2 weeks, and he was just on break because he has seasons and takes like 4 weeks off after each season.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say seizures. He has seizures.
No, he has seizures. Yeah, no,
I don't know
seasons.
why
And,
I thought that, but
So he took like 4 or 6 weeks off and came back, and it's part 1 so far of a Robin Hood he's doing.
Oh, cool.
Was there a real Robin Hood?
Yes. I think that there was.
Well, there you go. That's what he's talking about this week.
I would like to listen to
Well,
that.
the first half of it. You got to wait till 2 weeks for the other half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Well, we
don't buy
get-
milk, so
We get gallon milk jugs here, and then you get half gallons.
when I need milk, I just go stab a cow in the udder and let it come out.
Oh, God. You gotta sieve the blood out though.
Yeah, I just have strawberry milk.
God. Wait, what's chocolate milk then?
What's chocolate milk? Stab it in the butt.
Gross.
Come on. Okay, so I've seen before the three of us review it, let me review Annabelle Creation for you guys. So if you remember, in prep for seeing Annabelle Creation, I watched the first Annabelle because Creation is the prequel, and I was like, it was pretty good, but kind of slow. So Annabelle Creation was even slower. It was like dredging through the mud. It was so they could have cut like the whole first hour. The little kids that acted in it, the main characters were really good little actors. The doll was really scary and creepy looking, and they had like other things animated. So there was like a scarecrow that comes alive, and like marionettes and like finger puppets. So they do a couple different things instead of just the doll.
Okay.
So that was kind of cool. But don't bother. Like, it's really so bad. I give it like a 4 out of 8.
All right. Well, it's not the worst you've reviewed.
No, but it's not great either.
I didn't like the first one either. I was super
Then
disappointed.
you really wouldn't like this one. This one was worse. Especially because the Conjuring movies were pretty good.
Yeah.
The Annabelle ones just did not turn out great.
Whatever happened with that whole lawsuit that we talked about way back when we first started
I don't know.
the show?
I don't know whatever came of it.
I don't think it matters either way. Like, it's just going to keep...
I mean, even if they had to pay them, like, they made enough money to pay them, so it's not like it really matters.
No, it was just remember, it was the fun thing of they were going to have to prove ghosts were real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you can't... It's a ghost story.
Whatever happened with this.
I assume they proved they're real.
There you go. That's
well, the other thing
a
is,
logical
like...
assumption.
Yes, that's my expected outcome.
Amityville Horror's been redone so many times, and that was like a story that was about an actual family that lived through this, but there's no way to prove.
Well, it wasn't
possessed
that.
them.
The problem was that she sold the rights to it, and then sold the rights again after somebody already owned the rights. It wasn't a matter of whether or not it was real. It was a matter of this dude thought he should be getting paid for it.
I gotcha.
They sold the rights to him in the late 70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoops. So let's review it. It was so highly anticipated, super hyped, third highest opening weekend of any movie ever, not just horror genre.
Yeah.
Behind Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is number 1, Beauty and the Beast is number 2, and now It is number 3.
Beauty and the Beast was number 2? Like the original one or the Emma Watson
the one that we just had.
I'm really
Maybe
surprised
this was like
about
the last year.
Yeah,
You sure it was of all time?
That's what I saw.
That had to be like this year.
It's
I'm
the
guessing
number
that's
one
like this
horror
year.
one of all time, too. It's
for
broken
sure.
Yeah.
Like by
a record
far.
every day since it's been released up till today.
Yeah.
It had the highest opening night and beat out Deadpool for a Thursday night release.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive.
I think that list might have been just for this year because those other two movies were both this year.
Maybe. I don't know.
So that's my guess. But yeah.
Check that. Somebody fact check that.
Fact check that.
Anyway, so let's start with... I'm going to go last because I have a feeling my review is probably going to be the worst. So, Nick, you go ahead and go first.
Nick already did it
No, he didn't.
last week.
Oh, yeah,
with Grim.
didn't I? Did I kind of
You
do
did?
it? I don't remember.
I don't think you
did.
really rated
said,
it, though, did you?
You said that Bill Skarsgård now, you see him, and he is Pennywise. You
Yes,
gave it an 8 out of 8.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just say
Boy,
that
I'm
it's the
glad
best
somebody
modern
listens
horror
to the
movie.
show.
Oh, no.
That's all I need to say,
Okay.
I guess.
Oh, no.
I need to read the book again.
Okay,
I
Luke.
read it in like middle school.
Give us your review.
And this is only
before-
the first half, right, of the book?
Yeah, there's part 2 still coming out.
Because they're...
Yeah, they're going to do chapter 2
Well,
next.
should we... I guess we'll say. Yeah, there will be a chapter 2
For sure.
when they're
Yeah.
adults.
Yes.
If you've read the book, it's not a spoiler.
No.
I guess you can say that about like Game of Thrones also, but people still get mad. But yeah, so I honestly, I was really impressed with just the production and the acting, and I mean, all those kids were great. Losers Club was pretty awesome. I was talking to Amanda afterwards how people must think that us those of us that grew up in the 80s had like the scariest childhoods ever, because every fucking scary movie was set in the 80s.
Yeah.
Think about all the classic ones were in the 80s with the, you know, the Freddys and the Jasons and the Michael Myers and
Hellraiser.
All of them were 80s classics. And now all the horror movies are set in the 80s. So it's like, fuck, man, you had a hard time if you were a kid in the 80s.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
You know
set in
what,
the 80s.
though? In the 80s, there were more things probably... Like, it probably was a more dangerous time, but we never thought about it.
No, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
it never
because now
bothered
everybody's
us.
paranoid.
Everybody
Yeah.
left their doors unlocked, and you were outside just riding around on your bike all day. It's
Yeah,
just
our
not
parents
safe.
never knew where we were. Never.
Mine either.
And I think that makes it easier to set scary movies in that time, because nowadays there's technology everywhere. Everybody can be tracked. Everybody can be seen everywhere they go. And you're connected everywhere. So it's a lot harder to have classic scary, you know, kind of tropes like that, because they'd be like, well, that wouldn't work. You just find them on the cell phone, you know.
But also, I think technology, now we know a lot more than we used to. So we're less scared of stuff because we just find a scientific reason for why things happen. And in the 80s, that was obviously less common. So if...
It's because Jesus is crying.
Right.
we just always blamed warlocks, so...
That's right. hey.
We had a warlock story in our hometown, too.
What?
We really did.
Are you what?
Actually, let me...
Yeah.
Can I intercede with
Yes.
this?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a number of locations in the Tri-Counties here where the devil used to meet people and make deals with them.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah. There's
This
like
is amazing.
these rocks with like hoof prints melted into them that people used to go along the train tracks
God.
and make deals with the devil. And this is fairly common around here.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? These things happen?
Well, in our hometown, so that cemetery that everybody is buried in, the one in that
Sure.
in the town. I'm trying not to say it, but there was always a story that the town was cursed because there was a warlock buried there.
What?
Because we've had so many weird deaths from that town.
I'm so confused right now. Like
Several kids died
people
on those
still
railroad
talk-
Are you just
tracks.
finding
Talk
out
about
now
this.
that warlocks and devils are real?
Yeah, I mean, I'm blown away.
Luke
I
is
mean, my
blown
main
away.
character on Destiny 2 is a warlock, but you know, I don't know how that's right.
Probably not the same kind. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to
Space
judge your warlock, but...
Yeah.
Did you think it was scary though? The movie, it.
Not necessarily scary. I think, because we kind of talked about it a little bit, but I think that it more plays on the fears. You have to be able to relate with somebody those fears that they have, to make it personally scary to you. Because the thing about it and Pennywise is he feeds on fear, right? And so he has to show each person their own personal hell, basically their own personal fear, to get them to where he needs. And if none of those really resonate that much with you, or, I mean, even if they do, it seems like, because it would just be one part of it, because there's like 7 of them, right? Right? And so if you're not scared of one of the things, or if you're not scared of any of the things, then it wouldn't be scary for you. But if you're scared of all of the things, then I could see it being a scarier movie, because you'd be like, oh my God, it's all this shit. But
So what would you give it out of 8 stars?
overall, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 or 7. Okay. It was really good production wise, and it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't really unique because I knew about it already and I'd read the book and seen the original one, but it was just really well done.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So I agree. It was very well done. I liked it a million times better than the original.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The kid actors were amazing. Mm-hmm. They were all amazing. Love the kids.
It threw me off when he talked the first time, because right before it showed the original scene when Tim Curry was in the sewer grate and he started talking. I'm like, I don't remember having him having like this Teamster New York accent, you know, that Tim Curry had, but he definitely did. He's like, hey, Georgie, what are you doing in there? And like,
you want your boat?
You want your boat back? Yeah, it was like this really super, and I was like, oh my God, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. And then
yeah, but it showed that scene at the theater we got, because it shows a whole bunch of like related stuff beforehand. And then when he started talking in the new one,
Skarsgård.
and he was very kind of, melodical almost with his voice. He was very kind of lilty, and it went up and down and kind of unhinged. It was
his voice was way creepier.
Yeah.
His clown, just in general, was way creepier and way scarier. There were a few things that I think people that don't know the story very well probably missed, which I don't want to give away much. But anyway, so the clown was better. The kids were better. But it's more of a coming of age story. I would compare it more closely to like Stand By Me. But as far as a horror film, and I didn't really think it was very scary at all. And I'm afraid of clowns, and dolls, and like a lot of the stuff in there, I was like, I'd be scared of, but it just didn't really come across as scary to me because so much time was invested in the movie just being a regular movie that it wasn't quite scary enough.
Yeah.
So it was not scary enough to be a scary movie, but not just a regular drama enough to be a regular drama.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like they didn't quite play it up enough.
I know what Pennywise would say to you. If you were down in the sewer, Pennywise comes around the corner. He's like, Amanda, your pinky's looking awful far from the rest of your hand.
Oh my God.
And he turns into a cell phone.
No, he would turn into a clown doll, like a doll version of himself. So I would give it, surprisingly, like a 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
The kids were really good, though. Like, the kid from Stranger Things was amazing.
Little shit.
All of them were great.
Yeah.
I love the kids. They did a really good job.
It definitely was more of a coming of age, and it is about that youthful, the innocence of youth and them trying to overcome this that nobody else can understand.
Yeah.
And
it was very childish fears, though, so that's the problem I had with it not being... I think it's more of a kid's horror story.
Yeah.
Because, like, adults like us that watch horror films all the time, none of that shit was scary, you know?
Yeah,
well, it's also kids having to overcome it, so...
Pennywise would not do good around here because my friends' kids, when they tell me, like, they've seen something horrible, I believe them. Like... my friend's kids said there's this creature that comes and scares them at night. And I'm like talking to his dad later, and I'm like, "There probably is, It's probably
You're
a
like,
monster.
let me grab my Discovery hat, and we'll go and find this thing and kill it."
Yeah. So like, if I was a parent in that town, they'd be like, "Dad, there's a killer clown that's been taking kids." I'd be like, you know what?
Where?
Kids have gone missing. Let's go get it.
This checks out.
Well, nowadays. It would be he wouldn't do well at all because all the kids have seen everything. And
they don't even go outside. Like they're just he could maybe cyberbully them to death.
He just feeds off low cell phone signal.
That's right.
That's salts his meat now.
He's evolved.
Comes at you through the waves. But it also reminded me a bit of Jeepers Creepers, because that monster in Jeepers Creepers comes around every 21 years and feeds for 21 days. And so it was like, and it also feeds only on
Did it also have
fear.
Justin Long with the...
And it did have Justin Long in
the
it, like every other scary
around
movie.
around his navel?
Yes. And then also, I'm going to review a short story from, the author is Isaac Thorne, and I didn't read it, so he voice acted it and sent me the audio file.
Interesting.
And it's really cool the way he did it. It's just him, because it's just the main character telling a story to someone, and you don't find out till the end, that I'm not going to tell you because I really want everybody to go listen. You don't find out till the end who he's actually talking to. So he's telling a story about what happened, and you don't find out till the end why and who he's talking to. But he has like this grumbly voice, and it's this old groundskeeper that works in a cemetery that like...
Is his name Cinnamon Bun?
No. His name is Diggum. That's the name of the story is Diggum.
Wait, like
he digs the graves.
Like the Sugar Smacks frog?
No, it's with a U. It's with a U-M. Diggum with a U-M. Is that right? The Sugar Snaps guys?
It's E-M.
So, yeah, no, this is a U-M. So
His name is Dig Them.
So he's like a groundskeeper during the day, and then at night he goes back, uncovers all the bodies, chops them up, sets them up like a fire, like
a bonfire?
Like a bonfire, and burns them. And you don't find out why or why he's even telling you this story until the end. I kind of figured it out maybe about 5 to 10 minutes before the end. I was like, ooh, I bet I know what's happening. Mm-hmm. He doesn't explain his motivation behind the need to burn the bodies, but it kind of can allude to it and give you an idea. Like, in my mind, I kind of ended up thinking that he was burning the bodies because he felt like people couldn't come back and be zombies if the bodies were burned. Why are you laughing?
I just came up with my own ending, which I'll say afterwards.
Oh my god. The only thing that I would say, and this is barely a negative, is that the character in the story, he says a lot of colloquial terms and stuff, because he's like a grumbly old whatever kind of dude. But he says show nuff way too many times, and then he also says reckon, like I reckon, way too many times. So it kind of like distracts you because eventually you get tired of hearing him say show enough. But not enough to make you lose interest.
Is it as
in the
much
story.
as the character from the 80s karate movie says show enough? That
What
his name
character?
is show enough?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know?
No.
The Last Dragon?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Leroy.
Oh god.
And he's got the hands that glow.
I have
and
no
he's got
idea.
a fro, and his name
I
is.
think this was a dream.
No,
you
his
had.
name is actually Show Nuff, and he has this like, and it's got like a karate band of dudes, you know, kind of like they had in '80s movies. You know, he had like they were the bad guys.
Cobra Kai.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
But he was like the muscle. And it had this sleazy white dude who owned a club that was like the bad guys, right? And there was this sweet girl that worked for him that was a dancer of some sort. And Leroy was trying to figure out, the plot. And he had to fight Show Nuff. And he had the glowing hands, and Show Nuff would always be like, who's the baddest motherfucker this side of the world? And everybody would be like, Show Nuff!
Oh my god, please stop.
Classic.
Anyway,
It's
no,
a
it's
classic.
definitely,
You watch
obviously
it.
not a
If you haven't
classic.
seen The Last Dragon, you watch it.
Okay,
And if you
stop.
know about it, tweet it.
Stop.
That's right.
So I'm going to link to you guys, like from our website to Isaac Thorne's website. So if you want to go and buy the audiobook and download it,
Okay.
you can. Let him know where you got his information from.
Okay.
Because I said we'd shout him out. So I don't know how to rate books. I don't remember if I rated the other short story that I read. Do you guys
Maybe.
remember if I did?
I don't know. I'm going to just give it out of 8.
Out of 8, I would say this one would get, just because the story is so unique, 6.5 out of 8.
Okay.
That's
So
pretty
pretty
good.
Solid.
Yeah, pretty solid.
Leroy.
The only detracting things was the show enough and the I reckons, but that's literally it. Everything else was great. I listened to it like whenever I was getting ready to go to bed, and it was like perfect for a horror fan. It's perfect to trail off to sleep to
Right.
hearing terrible stories. So, what was your alternate ending, Nick? If you're right, I'm gonna punch you through the computer.
There's
tell him
no
if
way
he's
I'm right. There's no way I'm right.
Okay. Okay.
But if I were to write it, he'd be doing this inner monologue at the end. Is like, it was a lot of work for Diggum to dig up all these berries so soon after burying them. And no one would ever guess his motivation. But only Diggum knew. The real reason he did it was because he's just a fucking weirdo. That's probably not it.
He's just a weirdo. Like,
It's just a weirdo.
I just like chopping up bodies and stacking them into piles.
I'm just weird, man. I'm just weird.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I want biscuits and gravy now tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's all have baskets.
Baskets and
Baskets
gravy.
and gravy.
Let's have some
Baskets
baskets and gravy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm on my way to the store to grab some baskets and gravy.
Oh, interesting fact. Do you know what the word curry actually means?
No.
It's
Sauce?
Hindi for gravy.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Well, salsa
Yeah,
is
which
also
is really
sauce.
all it is. What's that?
Salsa is also just sauce.
Is that
That's
Mexican
Spanish for
word
sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Learn a lot.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then, so like the chunky stuff you see is not salsa at all. It's pico de gallo.
Pico de gallo, which I prefer.
Which
What
never
that
made
stands
sense
for.
because that means pieces of chicken.
That's true. Doesn't make
Because
sense.
gallo is a cock.
That's true.
Is a rooster.
That's true. That doesn't
Guy-
make sense now that you say it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Pieces
it's
of
just
a
like
rooster.
referring to the shape of it or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Rooster pieces. Let's have some
Rooster.
rooster pieces with this.
Weird.
And that's the origin of the candy Reese's Pieces. Rooster Pieces. And now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. Nice. My grandma used to listen to that shit.
I used to listen to that.
Steve Harvey? No, not Steve Harvey. Was it?
Yeah.
Paul
I
Harvey.
don't
Paul
think it was
Harvey.
Steve Harvey. It was Paul Harvey.
Paul Harvey, yeah. Steve Harvey's the black guy that does
Yeah.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that guy very much at all.
No.
All right, so we're going to do some more questions and then we'll be out of here. So this question is from, oh, God dang it, Trollotodo.
There's a lot of T's and L's. in there.
Trollotodo.
Trollotodo.
Okay, I said
Wow.
it right.
Trollotodo.
Okay.
Trollotodo.
You have
Trapdoor
to,
the
you have to
Burninator.
finish. So finish this sentence.
Trogdor.
I'm about to sing.
Oh.
The best part of waking up is blank.
Penis in your butt.
Oh my God! No!
Way better than my
Never-
answer.
That's not how it
Never
goes.
that. Never, ever that. Oh God! The best part of waking up for me is either if it's a day off, or if I wake up and Luke's getting ready for work and I get to go back to
That's
sleep. That
bullshit.
is so satisfying.
Oh, that sucks.
That's satisfying.
The best part of waking up is going back to sleep.
What about, is that your answer
Yeah.
also? That's my answer.
Going back to sleep.
Oh, okay. Nick, the best part of waking up.
Is not doing it till noon and Folgers in your cup.
No Folgers. Folgers is crap.
Good,
Okay,
good
so here's one that
catchphrase, though.
here's one you'll really like, Nick. You ready?
All right, all right.
Yang Zhao Long 12.
Wow.
This is for Rooster Teeth
Yang
fans.
Zhao.
Okay. They want us to play a couple of scenarios of $1 million but
Oh,
questions.
yeah, I've
okay?
always wanted to play
you're
this
familiar,
game.
You know what you're doing. Here we go.
Nice. We should just start doing this randomly.
We
Because they don't
should.
actually play that game.
I love this game.
They
I didn't
just
know it was a thing.
randomly ask it.
I never heard of it. Okay. First one. $1 million, but every time you get an erection, you have to stand up and announce it and explain in detail why you have it.
I don't see what's different from regular, but
Absolutely, I would take it.
yeah, I would take that. I'd take that.
You would?
Yeah.
I would take it because females, like, if we get horny, like, nobody the fuck knows.
Right.
So I
But
would
then
do
Well,
you
that.
they're
have a
going to.
penis and
They're
and
going
get
to.
an erection. Yeah.
I guess
You
I would
gotta
still have to
explain it.
announce
Wait,
it.
wait. Nick didn't say Rooster Teeth when he was asking about podcasts earlier.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
Rooster
Listens
Teeth.
to Rooster Teeth. Backtrack a little
Well,
There
bit.
you
you
go.
go.
Okay.
There you go. Rooster Teeth.
Okay, next one. Number 2. $1 million, but all animals hate you instantly on sight. Nah, mate.
No,
Nope. I'm out. Not for $1 million.
I wouldn't do it.
Hate you enough to attack you?
You don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they hate you instantly.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Number 3. $1 million, but for the rest of your life, every house or apartment you live in becomes infested with cockroaches and there's nothing that will get rid of them.
No.
Nope.
I've never seen a cockroach, but I don't think I want that.
No, you don't
Remember
want
that movie Joe's Apartment
Yeah.
in the 90s? Yeah.
It's
Oh,
that.
okay. I don't want
It's
one of those.
disgusting.
I don't want
You
those
don't
things
want
that.
talking to me.
No.
Okay. Number 4. $1 million, but every time you enter or exit a room, the Benny Hill song plays. Totally doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm doing it.
that.
I'm doing
Yeah.
it. That seems like a
Wait, how's the
bonus.
song go?
I don't know.
I think it's that.
That's okay. That's
That's the
totally
one.
fine. In and out of the room. That's fine. And then the last one, number 5. $1 million, but you pass out every time you pass wind. So when you fart, you just fall over and fall asleep.
Definitely.
I'm totally taking the money.
I'm taking it, but that's
I'm
hilarious.
doing that.
I
Yeah,
like
I
this
would just
game.
tell people I have narcolepsy.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Oh, yeah, you definitely get away with that.
This game is fun.
this-
We should just do a whole
Yeah,
episode
we're gonna
of
do this
sometime.
from now on. We're totally doing this. This last person, their name has no vowels, so there's no way for me to say it.
I got this. Master Chief. Thanks.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
okay. Yeah.
For fuck's sake, how did you just...
It's like that band
Okay.
Mastercraft or whatever.
Wow, that's
It's Master
impressive.
Chief
With
without...
no vowels in
Yeah.
it. Okay, I feel really stupid. I'm a Halo fan and I didn't see that. Okay. Question from Master Chief apparently. What is the biggest problem facing the gaming industry today? If you could eradicate one thing from the gaming world, what would it be? I think we answered this one before.
We've answered that second part, I think, before.
And
But the first half was
It
the
would be-
biggest problem facing.
for me, it would
I know
be
what
the
his
12
answer is. Vowels.
Minus 12-year-olds who have sometime in their lives already fucked my mother. That's mine.
They're good at it.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, now those guys are 30 and playing on Xbox.
I guess.
Yeah.
So-
Biggest problem with the gaming industry, I think free-to-play mentality of games, that they figured out you can make a lot more money doing it that way. So that whole structure, there are some games that succeed and do well on it, but a lot of companies do it really poorly and don't give enough to people who don't want to pay. Like if you're going to make a free-to-play game and then put everything behind paywalls, then it's not a free-to-play game. And I think that is probably the biggest gaming issue right now, because a lot of games that are really, really liked got sequels that went free-to-play and they're just not the same. I'd rather pay $30 or $60 for
And play the
a
actual
full
game. Yeah, I agree.
I think that's probably the biggest issue right now I have.
What do you think, Nick?
Asset flippers and shovelware, I think, is the main thing that I'd like to get rid of.
What is shovelware?
People that just make crap games and keep shoveling them onto Steam just
Assassin's
because. Well, that might be a little.
Oh, sorry,
overboard
Ubisoft in general.
but they do it because every game makes money.
Yeah.
They just make
Yeah.
some
Well,
money.
They've been doing it for years.
It's like all
yeah.
those Truck Simulator
Yeah,
2017.
well, EA did it with Madden and NCAA
Yeah,
and NHL and every year. And
Oh.
stuff like that. That's the same formula every time they put it out. They just update it a little bit and put it out. So what is that what you're talking about? Also the asset flippers? Like,
Yeah,
just
asset
kinda-
flippers
They
are
just
like people who
repackage it.
Well, Unity and Unreal have asset stores, and some people just buy something from there, rename it, and sell it. So
Oh.
at one time, there was the exact same zombie game on Steam 78 times.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So
I could see that happening on mobile games.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of. Oh,
Yeah, Flappy
side note.
Birds.
After the episode that we titled Oregon Trail,
Yeah.
I went on the Play Store and tried to download the Oregon Trail, and the closest thing they have to it is like an Oregon Trail, but it's really just Sim City with Oregon Trail assets.
Oh,
and
weird.
I'm like, dang it, delete,
Oregon
uninstall.
Trail.
that's a good.
I wanted
horror
real Oregon
name.
Trail.
Oregon Trail.
I wanted that.
Oregon
yeah,
Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Oh, man.
TM. Shh.
God, we got so many good ones. We need to make all these games, Nick.
I have a question.
We'll have the
Last
horror one.
question.
We'll have the porn one. We'll have...
If last question. If we name this podcast Schwifty 50, do you think that we'll get flagged?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know
You
what
can call it
that
whatever
means.
you
I
want.
really want to call it that. Get Schwifty
Oh, it'll be fine.
from Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
We'll call it
Yeah.
Schwifty 50.
Get Swifty.
It'll be fine. They don't
That's
own
what I want to call
Schwifty.
it. That's true. That's not like a thing you can buy or
No.
own. Any last thoughts? Anything we
Any
forgot?
famous last words?
Anything?
I don't think so. I mean,
We
that went
covered a
really
lot of
quick.
ground, and we did it like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
like
that went real quick.
Yeah.
Show enough.
it's like we've done this 50 fucking times.
Oh my God, 50!
We know what we're doing.
You have to go watch that. Last Dragon. Do it.
I'm not going to do
Sans
it.
made
Oh
up.
man, we should watch that one. Monster Squad and
Oh, Monster Squad.
yeah,
I want to watch that.
I know. They were showing at Flicks, the theater we went to for it. They have before they show just
Random
stuff.
shit.
Yeah, they show stuff related to it, but then they also say upcoming events. They do events like sing-alongs and
Well,
theme
and since
stuff
Halloween
and,
is coming, that's
yeah,
all horror
so the whole
related.
month.
stuff.
And so they're showing like Monster Squad and Lost Boys and
And then
all
every
this.
Halloween they do the sing along with props for Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
which I love. They do it every Halloween. Anyway, random, sorry.
Yeah.
So everybody go to the website, send us questions or topics or feedback or whatever you want. That's it.
Go rate and review us on iTunes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Nobody ever does.
5 stars.
Hey, if you do it, maybe we'll read it.
That's right. Maybe we'll read your
Oh,
comment
yeah.
out. Give you
That
a
might
shout
be good
out.
motivation.
Incentive.
Right?
But I'll
fanfic
get
and
1
I don't
stars.
care. It would have to get approved by iTunes.
Don't get too creative.
Yeah.
All right, everybody say goodbye.
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 Bye.
Raptor noise.
Get Schwifty.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
It is.